It's Kitchen Courses with Kate and Eric.
Hi! Look who we have with us!
Oh my gosh! There's a guest star to my left.
There is! Do you want to introduce her?
This is Rebekah Richter. She's pretty amazing.
She is.
Biggest fan.
She is our #1 super fan.
Biggest fan. Hashtag.
Is she the only other person who bought t-shirts?
Yes.
Yay! You made the most incredible spring rolls and the most fantastic dipping sauce. So can you tell us what you put in the spring rolls?
Yes. So part of the reason I love cooking with Asian food is its flexibility. So you can make it gluten-free, it can be vegetarian. Today we made some spring rolls that included some strips of carrots and cucumbers and a variety of herbs, so mint and cilantro and Thai basil. And then we topped it with shrimp. Oftentimes when you go into a Thai restaurant or a Vietnamese restaurant, they'll include pork as well. Those were wrapped up, and because they're Vietnamese summer rolls, we dipped them in a sauce that's different than what I think most people are accustomed to, which is a peanut sauce. The sauce we used today had some lime and some fish sauce, and it was a little spicy with Thai peppers, which was delicious.
Okay.
Yes.
So these are Vietnamese summer rolls.
Correct.
So we need to get this. We need to get this right.
Summer rolls!
So let's not be, I'm like ugly Americans. And so they are Vietnamese summer rolls. Do you know what differentiates between a summer roll and a spring roll?
So a spring roll, in my understanding, is something that is cooked.
Okay.
A summer roll is wrapped
Oh.
in a round rice paper, essentially. And it's not quite raw, but it's not something that's either cooked or like a Chinese egg roll, for instance, that is fried.
Okay.
So it's lighter, it's fresher, and again, it's gluten-free, which is great if you have gluten-free tendencies or friends. And it's just a lighter, fresher appetizer to serve in the summertime.
And you don't need to put the ingredients in the roll in any particular order, and you can mix
Which
it
we
up.
learned today, yes.
Yes.
And so my philosophy about cooking is to cook and to get cooking and to try it out and don't make it perfect. And so the beauty, again, with Asian cooking, in particular with these summer rolls, is that you can layer it in any way that you like. Ultimately, the first bite or the second bite, that's really what matters. It's not necessarily how beautiful the plate is displayed, although that helps sometimes.
We started off by making the rice noodles.
Yes.
Rice noodles! They're part of the assembly line.
Which is just soaking the noodles in hot water for
Correct.
about how long?
5 to 10 minutes, just
Okay.
until they're soft.
Okay.
If you can sort of crunch through them with your fingertips, they're ready.
Okay. And then we also then had kind of just a casserole dish full of hot water.
Yes.
Because for the rice paper wrappers, what do you have to do?
So those, and Kate gave me a great tip on these, with those you want to submerge those for about 5 to 10, closer to 10 seconds, but you want to keep them moving, in part so that they maintain their shape, and also they can get a grasp onto them. So you want to do that for about 10 seconds until they're pliable, and once they're pliable, you'd remove those, put it onto a plate, and then that's sort of the palette from which you're going to work.
As your water cools, you may need to soak them for longer.
Yes.
Yeah. So we started off with boiling water, which, very fast action there. But then as the water cooled, it does take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have the rice paper down on your plate. You've soaked it, and so then how do you build it?
There's no wrong way to do it, but what we did was we layered the herbs. So we did the mint and the cilantro and the basil to begin with. We just sort of grabbed a handful of those rice noodles and we centered those on top of that. Then we layered a couple of matchstick cut carrots and cucumbers on top of that, and then we laid 3 half sliced shrimps on top of that. And again, if you'd like to add pork, you could do that, or if you want this to be vegetarian, simply layer pieces of tofu on top. And then it's simply wrapped in a burrito and tucked and tied very tightly and rolled and then set aside on a dish.
So we'll add the way that you made the sauce, because the sauce just is this like a wonderful like acid heat.
Yes.
explosion that really
Burn your
complements.
lips.
So the ingredients themselves within the summer roll could be considered kind of bland.
Yeah.
And that's why at a Thai restaurant you have the peanut dipping sauce, or a Vietnamese you'd have the sauce that we use today.
Yeah.
That adds that different dimension to it, that just sort of like knocks it
So
out of the
good.
park.
And you get, if you get the little individual bowls, then you can like double dip a million times because you're gonna want to.
I was gonna make a Seinfeld reference, but it wasn't coming fast enough.
So what did you
Remember.
think of them when you ate them?
They were good.
Eric is not a spicy, he is a spicy person, but he is not as totally into spicy flavor food as others.
They were light and crisp,
Yes.
and
Good adjectives.
the gummy rice paper was not something I'm used to because I don't normally eat the sorts of food that you would use rice paper with.
But you got past that texture.
I
and
got
was
past
tasty.
it, and I ate it, and I dipped it, and I dipped it some more.
Yeah, the recipe is fantastic, and it just all came together so beautifully, and you did such a wonderful job. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.